Garang. Here comes Rose. And you're headed to the Three Spheres first? Is that where you're going?
Yep.
Rose and Malla.
Yeah.
Rose and Malla. That's right.
Yeah.
So, Malla, you haven't really been involved with Garang much, so you don't really know where you're going. But Rose is in the lead, and nobody's paying attention because even a few looks here and there, Rose might be a luxury droid, but Rose is still a droid, so you're not attracting attention in Garang, which is mildly disturbing because you think you'd be attracting some more than the casual looks that you typically get from folks that are, because droids aren't common. They're uncommon.
If anything, they're probably more paying attention to the four-armed furry creature.
Right. So you're a couple of freak shows, basically. And you walk into Eddie Parmican's Three Spheres. The door closes behind you, and Eddie Parmican, with his sallow complexion, looks through the bars at the two of you and says, "Interesting. So what can I do?"
This doesn't look like a place for lunch.
No, this is a place for parts and information.
Oh, lunch comes after. Got it. Okay.
I sell things. I buy things. Information, too. What can I do for?
Oh, first things first, I need to switch the speeder that's outside.
Speeder that's outside. He kind of leans over, looks down, looks at a camera. You own that?
I borrowed it off a friend who needed the switch replaced. I hotwired it, brought it in to get the switch, and I'm going to replace it.
Malla gives 4 thumbs up. Can confirm.
Honesty. I appreciate that. Well, I'm not here to help you. So that answer's no. What else can I do for you?
I'm after information on a group of individuals and their current rating on the Bounty Hunter Network.
Bounty Hunter Network? What do you mean by status?
How wanted are they?
Oh, so you're looking for wanted hunters. Well, that's easy. Give me some names. Let's see what I can dig up.
Ready, Jedi.
Ready, Jedi. And as you start, he's looking down and he's tapping something. You get to about the third name and his eyes look up, but his head doesn't. Oh, them. Then he looks down at his work and he hunches over, typing a lot faster.
Is that bad? That's bad, isn't it, Rose?
I believe that could be bad, yes.
How bad?
Standard lookup to see how hot these folks are, whether they have a bounty out on them. I'm checking that now.
Collective name, Heroes of the Pit.
Yeah. Well, turns out that there's some news on these folks as of late. You want to know what it is? As he reaches over and taps the counter in front of him.
She puts down 200 credits.
He taps the counter again.
That's another 200.
He kind of leans over and he says,
Another
make
one.
Make it 500.
That's another 100.
Another one.
He spins a little circle around, a little circle tray, so that the credits are on his side. He pockets them. He says, all right, I'll tell you what I can. Turns out that the heroes of the pit are wanted, but not publicly. They're wanted privately. Means that there's no heavy bounty out on them now. But turns out that there's some Imperial intelligence agents. Hush, hush. ISB.
Okay, the folks in white.
Well, that's half of it. He taps a few more keys. ISB agents have hired some bounty hunters to start looking for you. Unless you're looking. I assume you're looking for them too? You're looking to hire them for a job?
I'm looking to keep an eye on them.
Looking to keep an eye on you and quite a few other people. Word is that they were being hunted by the Inquisitorius until recently. The Inquisitorius is not having time, so they can't keep track of the heroes of the pit. Word
Yeah,
is
I hear the Inquisitorius is like down to 1 or 2 people now.
Yeah. Word is the Inquisitorius isn't going to be the Inquisitorius much longer. It turns out that those Jedi that are still out there are some of the most dangerous ones. Word is that Darth Vader's going to start dealing with the problem himself.
That's bad.
Yeah, I've met him. I don't like him.
Well,
He was
if
scary.
you met him and survived, then I probably don't even want to know who.
No.
I also want some information on missing starships, and you could put another 500 credits down.
No. Keep the 500. First question I have to ask you. Are you looking for the heroes of the pit now?
She leans in close. I am one of the heroes of the pit.
Me too.
I guessed. They have a droid.
Well, you know me. I came in before.
Yes, I do. I wanted to know if you were being followed or whether you're doing any funny business. What's the deal with
Oh,
the
no.
speeder?
My friend is leaving planet. She wants to gift it to someone and needs it repaired. That's all.
That is a very good idea. What does it need? Just a starter?
Just the switch. Yep.
Just the starter switch. I actually might have one of those in the back. I have a lot of things. There aren't many, as he gets up from the seat and adjusts his lower back. There aren't many speeder bikes on Dantooine. Most of the speeder bikes in this area are cheap ones. They have a common switch.
It should be a common switch between most kinds of speeder and a bike.
Yeah, as he starts rummaging, you hear him rummaging around. So, is it true? As he's holding up a little minute sideways. Is it true?
What?
As he rummages around some more. As he finally walks to the counter with the switch and slides it in the circular tray and spins it around so that you can pick it up.
Is what true?
So, is it true that you were out at Gravlex Mid recently?
I wasn't.
I may have been.
May have been. I can read between the lines. I'm a smart man. I'm also smart enough not to ask any further answers to. So, you're really doing this, aren't you? You and your crew.
Yeah, I believe we're trying to help Joe Public in the best way we can.
Trust somebody who has been around the shady corner of this galaxy. You might find some allies out. People
Now, one of the things to help Joe Public we're doing is we're trying to locate a couple of Star Destroyers.
Now, Star Destroyers, that's Navy. That's military. I don't get into military stuff. Probably could if I wanted to.
I'm trying to find missing ships around Anx Minor.
Anx Minor. He starts typing a little bit. Looking to go there yourself?
Oh, I intend to visit a lot of systems in that area.
What's so special about Anx? I heard that there are a couple of Imperial senators that were taking an extended leave on Anx Minor.
Well, there's also a missing Wayfarer class starship in that area with peripheral connection to those two Imperial senators.
Got a name for me?
I can't remember the name. I'm also there are also reports of other ships going missing in the area, and
Hang on. Okay.
I'm thinking that these ships are running into the Star Destroyers and being destroyed or disabled.
You mean in combat?
Well, not necessarily in combat, considering one of the two Star Destroyers missing has an ion weapon that can probably take out another Star Destroyer's shields.
Now he looks back up. A broad beam ion weapon? Hang on.
With enough range to cross an entire star system.
He starts typing a little bit more. I might have something for you. Not about long ships, but about, well, large scale. Are you interested in a large scale planetary cataclysm?
That might work. Power knocked out on an entire planet for no apparent reason.
It's worse than that.
Ionized atmosphere.
And half of a continent burnt to a crisp.
Oh, that does sound nasty.
That is not good.
She'll display the power output levels and range figures that she has for the weapon before the crystal was fitted.
Well, I'm no scientist, but I can tell you with this kind of power output that you're looking at and this range, certainly capable of what I've come across.
I also have reason to believe that those two ships are under the control of a former Inquisitorius member.
Oh, really? He's continuing to type while you're talking to him.
I know.
We have...
He deals in information. Information comes in and goes out.
If what
you may remember her. She came to this world once. Red, black Twi'lek.
Red and blue Twi'lek.
Red
Black
and blue,
cloak.
red and black. Dark colors.
Yeah, that was before Hif Jabarn took over. It was a nasty business surrounding the Enduring. I remember that. I wasn't there at the time, but I got the description. It sounded like somebody nasty.
Do you also remember Firelight Station?
That scandal. Who doesn't?
That's what's at the heart of one of the Star Destroyers.
So, well, I'm going to direct you to a minor planet. Okay?
Anything to get us on the trail of these two ships.
Damn it. I can't find it, and I can't remember the name of the damn system. Sorry.
It's your system here. It's all right. You'll have all week to figure it out.
Yeah. And Eddie says, here. Finally slides a data pad through. You want to check out these coordinates. It's a largely uninhabited.
She'll study the coordinates, thumb through and hand it back.
I don't think you're going to like what you find.
Oh, it's not the worst thing I've probably found.
Well, my best advice is keep a good distance on the planet itself. Be careful out.
Oh, I could be half a system away and get decent readings.
I certainly hope that you can. But if this is what you're looking for, then you might be witnessing the death of a and all life on it.
As long as I can get readings and decent scans, I can use those to bolster up our numbers, maybe.
There's a civilian ship in the area. That civilian ship is taking atmospheric readings. Bunch of scientists on board. If you can convince them that you're not a mercenary jet, you might be able to get them to talk to you.
Oh, I think my ship will impress them that much.
Well, it's not the ship that they're looking for. Remember, these are scientists. Let me check.
My ship is a science vessel.
Well, that might impress them in and of themselves. What you're looking for is a ship called the White Gallant.
White Gallant. Understood.
Check with the White Gallant at these coordinates. They may be in system, they may be just outside the system.
Do you know what class of vessel it is?
It's a Kazanti class cruiser. Holy smoke! It's a Kazanti class cruiser.
Imperial or private design?
Private.
Okay.
Look for the White Gallant out there. Talk to the science crew. See what information you can gather.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you for the part.
A lot of information. So, honestly, I think we're even.
I'd be more than willing to deal in more information.
So, let me ask you something.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Heroes of the Pit are still on planet now?
Not for much longer.
Before you leave, you might want to talk to Devlin Hay. Get in contact with him when you can.
I will make that my next stop.
Here's the problem. He came in here asking about you. I asked him whether he wanted to make. He specifically said no. But the way he said it, there's a story behind it. A story that you might want to hear.
Well, I think that I'm the least of the hunted, so I should be able to make at least an approach.
And I'm technically not hunted.
Well, if that's the case, then you probably want to feed in through her. Because even though you're not wanted by any of the people that normally look for you, people who are looking for you are worse.
Yeah. Well,
you'll be able to escape home, but it's a lot harder to escape in time.
Whilst I fix the speeder, I can send you to find Devlin Haig. How's that?
And then we can get lunch.
Correct.
Okay.
Give me a mechanics check. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. That's all this roll asks of you. Oh,
Oh, almost. Damn. That would have been great.
You managed to reset the speeder's controls to your devices and hardware. So now you can run it. What do you do now, Rose?
Send Maya off to Devlin Haig, give her the instructions on where to find him.
How?
And
Oh yeah. Think I should open a comm with you guys, because I'm not the best at relaying information.
I will give her a comlink from the utility belt.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Yeah, because probably like y'all have changed frequencies and such by now.
She'll make sure she's connected to that comlink frequency and
Okay.
then run away.
Okay, that button. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll make the call when I'm with Mr. Haig.
And I will tell you where to meet us.
You have no idea who Devlin Haig is. I think you met him once at JDO's, in passing, but you don't know who he is or where he works.
He's one of the high level police officers, security guard.
No. If he's the police officer in Egg Morta, then yes, she has met him because of the greenhouse.
Not in Egamorta. He's the police officer here in Garang.
Wait,
Different
say again?
guy.
Oh, okay.
Different guy. That was Toffel K-Popper over there.
Oh, okay.
This guy's
So-
the one who's his boss, as it were.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
So-
Eddie's kind of hunched over with his elbows on the counter, and he's looking at the both of you. He says, "So you're still like this, aren't you? I'm amazed that you're alive."
I make my plans in fractions of a second. I stay alive because I will it.
Oh, thank goodness for a logical droid. Now, you know I don't normally serve droids. Security reasons. But since it's you and all that you've done for Dantooine, you're the only droid I'm going to allow. And since I now know for sure who you are, I'll ask you to make an appointment before you come back, all right? Other customers won't be as forgiving.
Understood. This was a bit of an urgent call, at least.
Good. And good luck. Some of us need it.
A lot of us need it.
Outside, on the streets of Garang, there are glances your way here and there, just like there were.
All right. You said that away, right?
Town Square, City Hall, that's where Devlin Haig generally works. Yeah. Rose knows that much.
All right. I'll make a call on the com in a bit then.
And a short 10 minutes later, that's easy enough to find because he does have his name on his door, and you're able to get into the front office anyway, where you meet a receptionist at the desk, and she looks up and she's got this large floppy hat on, and she looks at you and says, "Hello, what can I do for you today?"
I'm here to meet with Devlin Haig for talking about something.
What do you have for Devlin Haig? Do you have an appointment?
What's an appointment?
Since you don't have an appointment, you'll have to make one. Unless, of course, the matter is urgent.
Well, apparently he was looking for my friends.
Oh, he's looking for someone. Is this a case?
I'm not sure.
So you're here to inform information. All right, I'll
Yeah.
place a call. And she just presses a button on the desk. In the next room, you hear something thump, and you hear somebody mumbling under his breath. The door opens, and it's Devlin Haig, who's just now adjusting his bag. Can I help you?
Yeah, I heard you were from my friends, from somebody that you were looking for my friends.
Your friends. There are a number of criminal cases occurring all across Dantooine. You'll have to be more specific.
Well, they're kind of like heroes.
Oh, heroes, you say? Into my office.
Okay.
He closes the door, motions you to a seat.
Yeah.
How do you know them?
Well, I am technically one of them.
And he gives you a look. Ah, yes. You're the Cadre G. Toffel
Yeah.
K-Fobber, both of you. We don't have
Mhm.
much time. What do
Oh.
you have to tell me?
Well, Rose heard that you were looking for us or something like that. So,
Well, I'm not the only one.
all right. But here, I can call her up on the comm before I get the rest of them on it.
Not comfortable with that call. Some of our frequencies in broadband are being watched, listened in on.
Ah. So I shouldn't call her?
That's up to you. What's the frequency?
She'll hand it over.
He takes a look at your comlink, turns it around, looks at it, examines it, screws the bottom off of it, takes a look, screws it back together. All right, we can go ahead and communicate, but we have to be quick.
Okay. She'll call up Rose.
And Devlin Haig leans back in his chair. Be relaxed. This is Devlin Haig. Go ahead.
I hear you wanted to discuss something about our team.
Well, hopefully. I was hoping that you wouldn't call.
Well, I'm hoping that we won't be here much longer.
That will make both of our conditions safer.
Considering what I've heard from reliable sources, we're not exactly on the low priority wanted list for the Empire's Imperial Security Bureau.
That there is some truth to that. Yes, there are foreigners on Dantooine, and they're hiring people on the streets to be eyes and ears. The longer you're on this planet, the greater of a risk you are. To yourselves, mostly.
Well, hopefully we'll be off the planet by the end of tomorrow.
The end of tomorrow? I'm not sure that I can protect you, though.
Guaranteed off by end of tomorrow.
I certainly hope so, because I now have to report to the ISB every single day. This knowledge that I have, I'm going to have to admit at least some of it. So, where do I send these people? I'm not in a position where I can protect you. I need you to understand that.
If they're not going to hurt our friends and family, Gamorta, you can send them, fine. We won't be there.
If that's the case, some of your friends and family are going to at least be questioned by the Imperial Security Bureau.
Apart from that, there's nowhere else we usually go.
Oh,
Well,
what about Amme's place?
We don't really want to send Imperials to that. Nor do we want to send them to the other place we know.
Well, then the only real case, send them on a wild goose chase. They're not going to like that. But I will run interference for you for as long as I can. Be off planet by the next sunset.
Understood.
Is there anything else that you need from me?
Warning if they're coming towards us, that's all.
I'm not going to be able to do that. You're on your own. The heat from the Imperials is too high.
Okay, well, I'll get some food and go.
There's something else that you should know. There are traces, I should say. There are traces of some sort of Imperial cult that have also landed on planet. If I can't find out what's going on, the Service Bureau in that direction.
Here's information you may find interesting.
Be quick.
The blue and pink crystals that we supplied to you as evidence from Blacklight Station.
Ah, you mean the pink and the green.
Pink and the green. They're being used to control the crews of the Imperial Star Destroyer Tyrant and Dominus.
Really? Now that's information that would be extraordinarily useful, and it might buy you some time. Where's your
And
proof?
and for you, the Dominus has the blacklight station at its heart.
If what you say is true, then we need proof.
All I have is the information I was given from the Outer Rim Trading Company on Gravlix Med.
All right. If that's the case, then I'm not sure if I can reach that far. If you can get proof and get it back to me, that might save your friends and family on Dantooine. Otherwise, the ISB is going to start, and there's really no stopping that now.
Understood.
If she can get onto some sort of data card thing, I could bring it around to you.
You're the contact I can trust?
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
while I am one of the heroes of the pit, I don't have one of the big bounties. I think most people have kind of forgotten.
I certainly hope not. I hope that the ISB does not dig too deeply.
They'll find out that we
That's
know
the
her,
case.
but she's never been with us during any of our escapades.
Well, if that's the case, then what you need to know now, me through this person seated across from me. How long can you maintain these communications?
With my ship and my abilities, I can maintain them as long as needed.
All right, I'll trust that. If we stop talking, if you cannot reach me, if I reach you and there is a problem in our communications, assume that the ISB has taken steps against the local Dantooine government. They have the power to do that, especially under the new statutes.
If you contact me or anyone from Dantooine contact me, I'll assume it's being monitored.
That would be wise. Also, be advised, the ISB now has military authority above the Imperial Navy, which means they can summon anything, anywhere.
We may need the help.
Help from the Empire? What you're
Well,
dealing with is really dangerous.
They're after the 2 Star Destroyers too.
Then that would make some sense. Be careful out there. I'm going to take your contact and we're going to leave as if we were old friends. Don't make contact with her until our lunch is over.
Okay.
Lunch. Yay!
Devlin Haig reaches onto his desk and turns off the communicator and hands it to. Since you're an alien on planet, let's go have lunch.
Yes! I was excited for lunch when I went out on this outing.
He opens up his door. Brienne, hold my calls, unless it's from the Empire. If that's the case, they will know where to find me. I'm going on my regular lunch break. He adjusts his uniform. Back in about a half an hour. As the two of them, Devlin Haig and Maya Tioni, leave Garang City Hall and begin walking the city street. What are you going to do, Rose?
She's going to find a small side street and fix the speeder bike.
You did not roll a 1, so yes, it's fixed.
Clean it up, maybe play with it for half an hour, that's all.
Meanwhile, you could sit down to lunch. And during the entire lunch, Devlin Haig talks about the weather, talks about the local nerf herds.
Yeah, Maya will bring up her geologist working Agamorta with the river.
And it turns out that Devlin Haig he knows how to keep up at varying subjects of conversation. After a couple of healthy drinks, in our little subjects of conversation, they would have arrived. So I think that it's all right for you to rejoin your.
Okay.
By the way, where are you staying here on Dantooine now?
A house in Egamorta. It
House
should
on
be.
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
One of those two maps?
I think it is. It's not technically mine. Well, not yet.
I see. So you're moving in.
Well, at first I was house watching. Now I'm kind of moving in.
That happens sometimes. Sometimes people leave in a hurry.
Yeah, sometimes people leave in a hurry. Sometimes they have no choice but to leave.
I understand. Especially since Dantooine is mostly a human colony. Aliens stand out a lot.
Well, people in Egamorta are all pretty friendly.
For now.
Yeah.
But there are old wounds and old. Whether it's against droids or aliens, this is that kind of planet, unfortunately. Not a lot of people have evolved in this short a time that the colony's been here.
Yeah, well, in the case things get too hot in Egamorta, I do have something to follow up on. Get off planet.
Well, if you're looking for a stopping place, a place to bed down, come to Garang. There's an old cargo yard up there. Look for a man named Hale, not the spaceport. There's an abandoned cargo yard with a half-built launch pad. Look for a man named Hale. He'll take care of it. Do not mention me. As a matter of fact, we never had this conversation.
Of course not. That's a silly thought.
Looks like it's about to rain, and the sun's going down. Might be nasty weather overnight. Take care of yourself, right?
Oh no, rain! I didn't even bring an umbrella. My fur's gonna get all wet.
Well,
I'll just go fast.
It's a long way to Agamorta, and watch yourself if you're on the plains alone.
I will. You take care of yourself.
He's already gone back into the building and closed as if you never existed.
Yeah. And she's gonna drop to all sixes and go on a dash.
Okay. Taking you and you, Rose repairing the speeder. Roger asked you on the city street.
You're going to be in a place that's not too far from the three balls.
So Maya just ran past you. It's not a big. Graham is not a big city.
Rose will whistle loudly.
Three spears.
Yeah, but Maya skids to a stop. Oh yeah, I came with someone. So she trots back to where she heard the whistle. Be like, "Oh yeah. I didn't forget about you. No.
Rose will start up the speeder bike again. Well,
yeah, and she'll climb on in. It was a nice lunch.
Glad you fed. Let's go.
Where are you going?
Best speed to Egamorta.
Okay. You make it to Agamorta without issue. Although it's night now. And Agamorta, being what it is not very well lit.
That's okay. I can see in the dark. I have eyes.
Where are you going precisely?
Drop Maya off at Risu's house.
Okay.
Give her the keys to the speeder. And then head over to JDO's.
JDO's is closed for the night. No one's there at JDO's.
quick stop over at the bar.
The bar is open. Boomcaster is just walking around. He's not seated on his barrel like normally, but he's walking around. He's carrying this big crate up to the bar. He notices you two walk in. He says, "Hey,
Hi.
heck of a night. Might rain soon."
Yeah.
Rosie's just looking around to see if any of the others have come in.
Well, the 6-gun Boomcaster looks around right with you and says, "Nope, they haven't stopped in. Haven't seen them for a long time. Seen them walking around town, though. They were headed out towards the greenhouse last time I saw them."
Okay. Heads back up to the ship place.
Oh, the place where you parked your ships? Yeah,
Yeah,
Astro Aurora is still there.
but the Silver Gale isn't.
The Kel Dragon should be there.
Dragon's there, yeah. Silver
She'll
Gale's
ask-
missing.
She'll ask if Maya wants to stay here at Egomorta. She's going to go off to find the others.
Well, considering what Mr. Hake was talking about, probably the last time spent together would probably be good. Best. You know,
Yeah.
plausible deniability and all that, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, probably the next time we meet, for saying goodbyes and probably hand over whatever I'm supposed to hand over to Mr. Haig.
Help out the city where you can before you go.
That I've been doing that this entire time. I've been helping with their geological surveys, shoring up the riverbanks, all kinds of stuff.
Maya has a job now.
Yeah, I'm actually employed here.
Oh, good. Well,
That said, if it does get too hot, she'll lower her voice. Mr. Haig did tell me of some cargo yard that could help me get off planet if I feel like it's get too hot.
and you should have plenty of money to be able to do that.
Yeah, I have about like 60,000 credits, give or take.
More than enough.
Yeah.
Well,
So
if I don't see
I'll do
anything-
what good I can here, and hopefully I won't have to leave. But if I do, well, I still have Uncle Akazu's quest to finish. She'll give Rose a gentle hug with all 4 arms.
Rose will smile, return the hug, and head towards his Astral Aurora.
Don't ram any more gates, okay?
I'll ram whatever I want to, thank you.
Malla will just give a pouty face before grinning. Then waving with all 4 arms for headed back to the house.
Rose will run up and set course for the Jedi Temple. At ground level.
Give me power. Don't stop it. Don't be Glint. You knew I was going to say that.
Glint
Yeah.
landed it. That's all that matters. It's not how you take off, it's how you land.
It's if you land. Not a problem.
No, I got 2 of those, thank you.
Yeah.
you approach with the Astral Aurora to the old Jedi training temple, which, unbeknownst to you, is a lot more than what anyone thought it was. You can see it from here. All the heroes of the pit are clustered up a door set halfway up the cliffside. Most of them are standing around, looking down. Some of them a little woozy and a little worse for wear. And there are 2 people holding down. Now that you're getting closer and able to land, even from here you can see it. They're holding on. They're keeping Ready JDO down, and they're performing emergency medical. Something has gone very wrong.
So grab med kit and head out.
Meanwhile, on an XQ platform above Gravlex Med, striding along the deck plates, with a couple of stormtroopers, 2 on each side. An individual in black armor and robes,
Oh,
with
God.
tall horns spread out to either side of his head, looks around the galley that's been completely cleaned out of people. Not even the workers are there. He holds out a hand and sweeps across the area. They've been here, he says to himself. One of the stormtroopers perks up and asks him, "Who, sir?" "Them, my quarry, my prey."
Oh, this is even worse.
And this is where we end session 66. Temptation.
Okay, good. That was not who I was thinking it was.